Hello, it's Tina. I hope everyone is staying safe and well during the pandemic. Today, I'll be leading a 15-minute exercise routine for our lower body. So we'll begin with a warm-up and our exercises and eventually into our cool down. All right, without further ado, let's begin. So the first one, it's a glute stretch. So we're going to bring our legs up and over and then wrap it around with our hand here. Good. Remember, we're still sitting nice and tall. This one, you should feel a stretch in your glute here, as well as down your shoulder to your hand. Very nice. Good. Okay, let's hold here for 5 more seconds. All right, good. And we're gonna bring the other leg up and over. Wrap it around with the other arm here. Very good. You should feel a stretch on this glute, down your shoulder and your arm. All right, nice. The next one, we're going to be careful. We're going to use our armrests and help us get up. And now we're going to go to our chair, making sure we're having both hands on our chair. And we're going to open our hips. This movement is called hip abduction. So you're going to bring your leg up, all the way out to the side, tap it to the ground and back. Good. This is gonna really open up our legs and our hips. Good. All the way to the side. Oh, you hear that crack. Good. All right. 6 more times. Going all the way out. Tap the ground and back. Going up, out, tap the ground and back. Good, you're doing great. Remember, you're still breathing, standing nice and tall with both hands on our chair. Good. Really stretch those hips, going all the way out. Getting that range of motion in. Good. All right, and last one. Very good. Next exercise, we're gonna do a pendulum. So we're gonna be holding on the chair with both of our hands and we're gonna swing our legs forward and backwards. Just getting that range of motion in our legs. As you move your leg to the back, you should feel a small stretch in your glutes here. Good. Standing nice and tall. Remember, we're still breathing. Good. All right, and we're gonna switch to the other leg, same thing. Holding on with both hands, we're gonna swing back and forth. Back and forth. Really working on that range of motion in your legs. Good. Now, with the same thing, we're gonna switch to our other leg, but this one we're gonna swing from side to side. So I'm gonna go from side to side. Good, side to side. Very nice. Try and keep your legs straight if you can. Good. All right, and switch to the other leg. Still holding on with both hands. We're gonna go from side to side. Oh, you hear that crack? This is why we're going to do our warm-up. Nice. Okay, very well done. Now we're gonna sit back down. With this one, we're gonna work on our ankle mobility a little bit, as well as our lower leg. So here, we're going to have our heels off the ground like this. We're gonna do our calf raises. Good, so point your toes on the ground, and you're gonna lift your heels up. You should feel a really nice stretch on the back of your leg here. Good. All right, and now we're going to do our dorsiflexion. So heels on the ground and bring your toes off and pointing up to the sky. Good. Now plantar flexion, heels off the ground, and dorsiflexion, toes off the ground. Now we're just gonna rock back and forth very gently. So we're gonna work on our ankle mobility. Good. Very nice. Okay. Next, we're gonna stand back up. We're only going to use our arm chairs, both feet on the ground, and help us to get up like this. For this one, we're gonna work on our hips a little bit. So we want to stand nice and tall, making sure our back is straight. So we have our chair in front of us in case we need it. This one, we're gonna bend down, so we're gonna inhale, touch our knees, and exhale, stand up nice and tall. Good. As you exhale, squeeze your glutes. Good. So this is a hip hinge motion. Inhale and exhale. Very good. We're going to do 6 more. Inhale, touch your knees. Exhale, stand up. This is really good for your hips, for mobility, as this is a very functional movement. Good. Deep breath. Breathe in, touch your knees. And exhale, come up. Last 2. Breathe in, touch your knees. And exhale, come up. Last 1. And exhale. Very nice. Okay, we're gonna sit back down and work on a balance exercise here. So for this exercise, we're gonna bring one leg up and reach towards the other side for balance. So with both of our hands rested on our armrest, it's gonna help us support a little bit of this movement. So bring it up, and then we're gonna reach to the other side here. Good. Very nice. And bring the other leg up and reach towards the other side. Notice how my hand is on my armrest to support my weight. And this exercise, good. Really good for your balance as well as side to side motion movement. Good. All right, you're doing great. You're halfway there. Good. 2 more. All right, next we're going to go into our squats. So make sure our chair is behind us, and we're gonna sit up nice and tall. This one, we're gonna have our hands in front of us or on the armrest to support us going up. So this one, you really want to push yourself against the ground to help you come up. So we're gonna work on our thighs, which is our quads, as well as our glutes and our back and coordination, and our core. Okay, so this one, for example, if you're gonna use your armrest, you're gonna come up like this. 1, 2, 3. Stand up nice and tall. 1, 2, 3. Good. And one more time. This one is with our hands in front, a little bit more challenging. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3. Stand up nice and tall. 1, 2, 3. Making sure our chair is always behind us for support. Good. 1, 2, 3. Nice and tall. Squeeze your bum. 1, 2, 3. Nice. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Good. So we're really working on our quads and our strength here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, great job. Last one. Let's go, guys. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, very good. Now we're gonna come back to the front here, sitting down. This one we're gonna work on our single side leg strength. So I'm gonna bring one leg up and we're gonna push down with that same hand, adding some resistance. Just working on our strength for our single side leg. Good. Making sure you apply a little force down while keeping your leg up. Remember, shoulders down, and we're sitting nice and tall and breathing. Good. Now shake it out. And I'm going to do the other leg. So I bring it up and push down. You can see how I'm using the other hand on the armrest as a balance to support my exercise for my single leg strength. Good. All right, now shake it out. Okay. This next one, we're going to work a little bit on a range of motion with our single leg. So this one, we're going to pretend we're riding a bicycle here. So we're going to use pedaling motions. So with our armrest here on our hands, holding onto our armrest, support us, and we're gonna have one leg going forwards. We're gonna draw nice big circles. Good. Very nice. Good. Now we're gonna switch to the other leg, doing the same thing. Draw nice big circles. Good. Making sure we're sitting nice and tall. All right. Very good. I'm gonna come back to the front. This one, we're gonna work on another balance exercise as well as for our coordination. So this one, we're gonna have both hands in front. We're gonna bring one hand up, and whatever hand is in front, you're gonna bring your knee up. Good. We're gonna switch here, other hand up, and knee up. Good. So you really kind of have to think about this one, working on our coordination. Good. And switch. And switch. It can be a little bit challenging, but just think whichever hand is in the front, you're gonna bring your knee up to it. Good. And switch. Making sure we're still breathing. Nice. All right, 2 more. Okay, great. And shake it out. Shake it out. All right. This last one here, we're going to perform a kick. So you should really feel it in the back of your legs. Sitting up nice and tall with our hands on our armrest, we're going to kick forwards. And when you kick forwards, I want your toes pointed up to the sky with our legs straight. Good. And switch. And switch. Nice. Do you feel a really nice stretch on the back of your leg here? Good. And your hamstrings. Nice. All right. And shake it out. Next, we're going to begin our cool down. So this one, we're going to have our legs in front like this. So heels on the ground, and we're going to bring our hands to our knees here. You should feel a nice stretch on the back of your leg and your hamstrings. And when you feel comfortable, you can slide your hand a little bit past your knees towards your toes. As long as you feel a mild stretch, we're going to hold here for 10 more seconds. Good, very nice. All right, bring it back up to sitting position. With the same leg, we're going to bring it in and towards our chair here. So slide it backwards with our heels on the ground. This one is going to stretch our calf as well as a little bit upper front of your lower leg. You want to hold here for 15 seconds. Good. Come back up to sitting position. So now you're going to do the same thing on the other side. So this one, you're going to have the other leg forward. So heels on the ground, and reach to your knees. And when you feel more comfortable, you can slowly reach towards your toes as long as you feel a mild stretch. We don't want to overstretch. Making sure you're still breathing. This is really good for your hamstrings. All right, 3, 2, 1. Come back up. Now same thing, we're gonna bring our foot towards our ground into our chair, like this. So heels on the ground, stretching the back of your calves here and your front of your lower leg. So we're gonna hold here for 10 seconds. All right, perfect. And lastly, we're going to go into our ankle rotation. So we're gonna have our foot pointed to the ground, toes pointed to the ground, and we're gonna rotate our ankles like this. We're gonna go in one direction. Making sure we're getting that range of motion in. Good, and the other side. All right, and switch foot, Other foot pointed to the ground and rotate. And the other direction. All right. And thank you for joining me today in your 15-minute lower body exercise routine. You've done something well to your body and making sure we're still staying active and healthy. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you.